Conan is so good. I say that all the time. You'd think more people would read these. Maybe they do. They should. We're here talking Conan. Let's go. And before we get started, I wanted to let you know about a little secret project I have going on with some fellow booktubers. Scott at Some Other Character, Rowdy at Rowdy Player One. We're talking about a secret classified project. I will give you the name. It is Hype Ryan. It's kind of a play on words, but more to come on this. Welcome back to Kevin Told Reads, where I am here talking Conan, and I'm going to butcher some names today. Let's go. So I am here talking about the story, The Servants of Bit-Yakin, and this is in the omnibus collection, The Bloody Crown of Conan by Robert E. Howard. This original tale, it was actually published under the names Jewels of Gwalior, also called The Teeth of Gwalior. It was published in Weird Tales magazine in the March of 1935. And this obviously is a sword and sorcery tale. So let's dive right into the summary of this thing. So Conan travels to Akhmenon. He's in the jungles of Kashan, and he's on a looting expedition looking for these jewels of Gwalior, because it is said that these jewels will make you the most richest person on the planet. But he's not the only one that is interested in these jewels. Thutmekri, a Stygian, who knows of Conan and Conan knows of him, is also there offering his aid to the local king against the foes of the land of Punt. And so Conan was there under the guise to also offer his warrior prowess and his cachet to try to get favor with the king and find out more and possibly get his hands on these jewels. Obviously, Thutmekri is there under the same guise, and so knowing this, Conan realizes that timing is of the essence. When he sees some local priests of Kashan heading out into the jungle, he follows, hoping that they will lead him to this temple and the jewels. They do lead him into this cave-like temple where he meets a scantily clothed Murelia, and she is acting under the guise to be the ancient princess Yelea, and Yelea is sought to be an oracle for these priests of Kashan. And Conan approaches Murelia and confronts her, and Murelia, fending and concerned for her life, offers her aid to Conan, but can Conan trust her? And also, what is kind of unknown is, does Thutmekri have someone on the inside with these priests that are pulling strings to aid him to the jewels as well? And all while this is going on, what is the story and where are these servants of Bit-Yakin? There's these mysterious little secret latches and back passages, and so it makes for an interesting tale. So let's talk about what I enjoyed. I mean, overall, it's a fantastic tale. There, in this particular entry versus the ones I've also read and reviewed on the channel, there's less sorcery in this one. There's more kind of caper and clues and odds and ends and more social engineering and kind of a quest a little bit, a little more adventuring and fighting. And so I enjoyed that. Obviously, when you get all those elements, it makes for one heck of a story. But at the same time, I thought this was really, really good. I enjoyed a major decision that comes in the conclusion or the final confrontation that Conan must do, and I thought was really indicative. It not only added to kind of the overall kind of conflict and the weight of the story, but it also added a lot of layers as Conan as a character. I thought Murelia was a great side character. I thought she offered a lot of intrigue. You know, is she good? Is she bad? What role will she play? I thought that was really good. I enjoyed that we got a backstory, although brief, about the servants of Bit-Yakin. I thought that was really interesting, as well as the jewels, the servants' servitude over centuries, their long life, possible cannibalism. You know, I thought that was really interesting. Reading this reminded me kind of why I missed this. I had been reading and reviewing tales of Conan pretty religiously over the course of the last several months, and then we took a break to do Holmes is Where the Heart Is with Sherlock Holmes in February, and I miss Conan. So I really flew through this thing really quickly. It's about 40 pages, so it's a quick read. And then I always enjoy Howard's writing. His writing style is just so good. It's quick, it's no fluff, it just goes all gas. It's just great. I didn't have any really good excerpts in this one, but I did, in terms of rating and overall, wanted to kind of throw out some things. I give this a rating of 4.3. I thought it was really solid. I enjoyed it a lot. I wish there would have been more about Thutmekri. And then it's, I don't want to say heavy-handed because I understand why Howard chose to use these terms, but some of the way how Conan talks to Morelia, some of the derogatory terms he uses for her is unnecessary, but I understand it because it adds authenticity to the character, the setting, how women were viewed back in this, make-believe ancient land in the Hyborian age. And so I understand why it was used, but it's just not necessary, but that's just me. My overall impression, it's another great tale in Conan. I mean, it delivers action, adventure, looting, otherworld beings. Again, Howard's writing is so good, it's top-notch. I just always, it's very accessible. We go through a lot. Like in most of these tales, you're going to have places and lands and peoples that are mentioned that you don't really know, but you take it all in with the story. And as you get deeper into these tales, stuff starts to make some few connections, which I really, really enjoy. But that is my take for Conan and the story, The Servants of Bit-Yakin. And I really enjoyed this. Robert E. Howard knocks it out of the park once again. I hope you enjoy this review, and I will talk to you all in the next one. Thanks.